Okay, y'all, I know I'm late. I know I'm late. Got my lip gloss, got my cough drops, got my little notes. Come on now, y'all. I told y'all we was gonna be on here at um, 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm sorry, Pacific Standard Time. I know a lot of people that follow me are on Eastern, so it's kind of late, but it is a weekend for those of you that don't work on weekends, but I'm going to sit here because I don't want to continue to repeat myself and wait and see where my peoples are. I want to know where my peoples are. You guys come on in here. Come on in this chat. Come on in this live so we can talk about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Come on, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into a nice discussion about what is going on with the royal family. And I wanted to do this. I actually could have done a video. Y'all, the dogs hear people outside. I actually could have did a video. Excuse me. But I decided that I was not going to do a video. I instead was going to come to you guys live because I don't know why. I just really, it's so strange. I thought that I would never like the live, but I actually do. But where are my peeps at? Where you guys at? Where you guys at? We're almost 2 minutes in and you guys still ain't here. What's up? Come on, you guys, let's chat. Well, I'm not going to be like that lady. I seen this one poor lady one time. My husband and I were looking at videos on YouTube, and we came across this one lady, and she was sitting there in her live, and she was like, well, I feel stupid. Hey, there go two people. I don't know if you guys... Hi there, Kale. How are you today? I pray that, sorry, I'm putting on this chat stick, all is well with you, honey. I'm trying to wait for a few more people to get in the live. Usually by this time, by at least a minute or two, people have already been in. What I did, I don't know if you've seen it. Oh, you just getting off work. Bless your heart. If you haven't already seen it on my community page, I had put a poll. And on that poll, I had said, what was it that, you, the people, my subscribers, all of my lovely folks wanted to talk about. And one was forgiveness and the ability to move on. And then the other one was Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And surprisingly, what happened was the forgiveness one was taking the lead. But then within the next couple of, I guess, hour to an hour and a half, 2 hours, the Meghan Markle one was the one who that took the lead. But if they don't come on in here, I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I don't want, it's two people in here. So yeah. When you get, and I don't know exactly where you are on your channel. I know you work, and I commend you because you work outside the home and you do your YouTube, which is a lot. I give people, if you are able to work literally full-time or even part-time and do YouTube, I don't bow down to you in the sense that I worship you, but I respect you wholeheartedly. I really, really do, because I go to school full-time and I've been on a break for about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks for the holiday. And it was really, really hard. Hello, Trina. It was really, really hard for me to incorporate doing my YouTube and school. Hard, but I have to admit, I was taking 12 units. So I was taking 4 classes, all online. And I don't know if anybody in the chat of the 3 people know. First of all, I ain't no spring chicken. That's the first thing. Secondly, when you, full time, exactly, when you take classes online. Hello, Jessica from Birmingham, Alabama. You know what? There is another Alabamian in the chat as well. So welcome, Alabama. Alabama is not my hometown, but it is my mother's hometown. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Any and everybody is welcome in here. If you know how to come in here and be respectable to me, as I will always be respectable to you, you are welcome here. Come on in. So basically, what I was saying, because I'm going to go ahead and get started. At least I do have three people, and y'all, I appreciate you. Usually, once I get started, people start flying in here, and then after that I have to go back. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I know what, number one, Kel just got off work. Kel probably has to get home, and get situated and all that. But what we're discussing tonight is, and y'all are probably gonna look at this chocolate skin and go, what in the world? Or caramel, however you want to phrase it. Oh, you're home now. Okay, honey. So what I wanted to discuss, as I said, I did a poll, and on the poll, it was forgiveness and the power of forgiveness, or Meghan Markle and Prince Henry. Now, most people, why do my face look so 3D? I gotta push this back, y'all, because I can't see my neck, and I need to see this neck. So, okay, let me give you guys a little background. So, when I was in the 12th grade, which was many, many years ago, I graduated in 1984. Y'all do the math. Okay, excuse me. When I graduated, I was very shy, kind of withdrawn, stayed to myself. But one thing, you graduated in 87. Wow, okay, so me and you were, we right there knocking heads. So anyway, I'm a little bit older though. I think I'm a little bit older than you. So, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. We both beautiful. Okay, so what ended up happening is during my high school years, at lunchtime, I would eat my lunch. I would eat my lunch. And you know how people hang with their friends? My older sister had graduated a year before me. Excuse me, my husband fed me. My husband went and got me something to eat, so y'all forgive me if I'm burping. Yuck. So my older sister had graduated a year before. Welcome to whomever came in. Don't be hiding in the bushes. Say hello. I don't bite. I already ate. Trust me, I already ate something before I got on the live. I won't bite you. I won't be rude or nasty to you, but welcome. So I didn't have friends. All of my friends were my sister's friends because I was kind of withdrawn and shy. Long story short, I took a liking to Lady Di. Hey, how are you, dear? Good to see you. Is it Kamali? Is that the way you pronounce that? Kamali? Okay, so I took a liking to Lady Di. Okay, good. I pronounced it right. And I just want to tell you, Kamali, thank you so much for the very, very choices with Sally. Hi, Sally. Hello, welcome. I really appreciate that comment that you left about my channel. I do. I appreciate it. Sometimes when we do YouTube, we tend to think that people will not come, but you guys have been coming, and I appreciate that. So I'm in the 12th grade. I graduated in 1984. Yep, I'm putting my age way out there. And so I took a liking to Lady Di, Prince Harry, and Prince William. Wait a minute, Prince Harry, and yeah, I think it is William. Their mother, Lady Di. Now, obviously, y'all, I had relaxer. No, wait, was a Jerry curl relaxer, one of them. I could have got my hair, flipped like the Farrah Fawcett, but I didn't get that until 89 when I was pregnant with my first baby. I had the Oprah Winfrey flip. So I took a liking to her dressing. And so I was one of those 12th graders because I went to school in Vallejo, California, and we went to school with a lot of rich people. We did. There were some very prominent folks that I went to school with, and their kids would come to school. And even though I didn't have, sorry y'all, I'm putting my nose ring in because it was sticking out. Even though I didn't have the money, or my mom didn't have the money to buy me the things that they had, I had everything I needed. My mother was a single parent, but I had everything I needed. but I wanted obviously more because children always want more. So when it came time for us to go shopping, I would get things that would last a long, long time. And I ended up just pouring into clothes. When I got allowance, I started pouring into my clothes. I started buying, my necklaces and my earrings that match. Because if you remember Lady Di, she used to always wear her necklace and her earrings. Her shoes always used to match. Her little clutches always used to match. I took on all that, y'all. And yes, I was going to school like that. So much so, they had me working in the attendance office and all kinds of stuff because here I was in the 12th grade, but had the appearance, because I've always looked older because of my body shape, of looking and being an older lady. And I mean, I just have to put that out there. I think that I handle myself pretty well. Presentable, exactly. I do. A lot of times people will say, I've even heard here on YouTube, people say, oh, I'm not getting on there all made up and I'm not getting on there doing this and I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to roll my hind parts over and just go like this and get crud out of my eye and then, okay, time to go on a live. I'm not doing that. That's nasty. That's real nasty. Hello, Dominique. Welcome. So, yes, ma'am. And you know what? Sally, you're the second person that said that in 2 days. Somebody else said something really classy. And I've heard that all my life. Not that I'm trying to get acclimates or pats on my back. It's just that I believe in being presentable, period. That's just it. Although I do have on my Cali hoodie right now because, girl, right, I put on my face. I'm feeling good. I know, 90% too for me. I put this face on. Today, though, as you guys probably already noticed, I don't look so Betty Boobish. My eyelashes, I have my own because I had them on yesterday and they were itching. So when I start to get that itchy, I got good sense. I take them off and give my eyeballs a rest. So that's what I've done. So what we're talking about today is a Meghan Markle and Prince Henry debacle that is going on in the England hierarchy, whatever. Okay, so I did a little bit of searching. I heard a lot of stuff on the news, and you really can't believe everything, but you do know, y'all do know that there is some truth. Come on now, we know that there is some truth with what is going on. A lot of people tend to think, and you guys can interject with your comments, because guess what? I brought these today. I brought these, so I will be able to catch the comments that come in, or if it's something that you want to say. Matter of fact, I should just go ahead and put them on so I can see, because comments, when you're in live, you guys, the comments go by fairly quick. They go very quick. So, okay, basically what the word out in the street is that, oh my God, it's a slippery slope. My God, that's what I'm telling you. It's so bad that people are sitting up here. People are saying, people are bringing race into it. And we do know that she is a biracial princess and probably the first, okay? Probably the first. A lot of people who are Englands that actually live in, right, Diana tried to leave and look what happened. Hey, Lady B, Miss Ashley, and look what happened to her. She got killed. Now, before I got online to chat with y'all, I read that Meghan left. I guess they made the announcement on Wednesday, and Meghan left the UK after they made the announcement, which is kind of iffy because, and he's not, her husband didn't come. It's just her and the baby. Yeah, that's what they said. They said they spent some time in Canada away from the royal family, and the royal family is not having it. The issue I have with the royal family, and I've always had it, and I think that's why my girl, may she rest in peace, Diana, got out of that situation, is because if you're the type of person like I am, they ain't gonna be able to tell me what to wear. They ain't gonna be able to tell me I can't wear. They won't. Okay, Sally, we coming to that right there, honey. Yes, that's where I'm going. That's the road I'm traveling down. I do not know if you guys know it. They control everything. Everything. Those people cannot eat shellfish. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that the royals are prohibited from eating shrimp, from eating lobster, any type of shellfish, clams, although I don't eat all that? How you gonna prohibit me from eating what might be my favorite food because I've married into the family? But that's how it is. She had her own opinion. Exactly. And that's a part too, Kale, that I was talking about. If you're strong willed going into or marrying into the royal family, it's not going to work. Y'all, I'm sorry, I had dinner before I got on here. You got to fold your hands a certain way. You got to wear a certain color polish. You have to talk a certain way. First of all, what would have got me? And I'm going to just be real with y'all because I'm always 100% real. Y'all know. I ain't bowing down to nobody. That prune face looking queen would have been bowing down to me. She'd have been bowed out enough by enough people. Okay? But I also found out that their wardrobes, I guess it comes with the title. If you're going to be a royal family, you have to play the part. They want submissive people, not self-thinkers. That's the truth. That's the truth. Thank you, Darlene. Hi, darling. You got the perfect name. Y'all, Darlene Foreman is a darling. She's so sweet. I just love her. But that's true. I guess it does come with the title. You know, there are some things, and you know what? I'm just so grateful that I've never been the type of young lady who, you know, even prior to dating my husband and marrying my husband, even in my previous marriage and prior even with dating, I never said, oh, he's driving a BMW. Oh, he's driving a Cadillac, you know. Oh, he's doing that. I've never been that woman. I've never been that, because if I did see it and I liked it, what did I do? I got it myself. I never wanted to get something or be with somebody for something that they had. That's just not my MO. Never has been and ain't gonna start being today. But I think that when Megan ended up marrying, look at his hair, y'all. If I don't take this mess out, when Megan ended up marrying into the royal family, first of all, you came to the royal family as a Hollywood star. Granted, she was from Canada, but she was from Canada and became a very good Hollywood star. Yes, honey. That I'm gonna be real. I honestly think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that she is black, and I don't say African American. Oh, there's my friend from yesterday. He and his girlfriend. Come on. Thank you. I am having a great night, and he's from Argentina. Y'all, I think I'm the business. I had somebody from Argentina. I had somebody from Turkey. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to each and every person that comes in and wants to hear me, as I always say, babble, because that's all I'm doing is babbling, just running my mouth. But it's just amazing to me. So, excuse me. Basically, what they did is they made the announcement. Meghan and Harry, made the announcement on Wednesday that straight up, we want to separate from the monarch. We want to make our own money. Now, if you think about it, she was already a star. She already had her money coming into the marriage. So they have some cushion. You know what I'm saying? Now, I did also read, and this right here to me is heartless. This is my opinion. I read that Prince Charles, who is Prince Harry's father, said that he and Harry are in negotiation right now because he doesn't know if he's going to continue to monetarily finance their lifestyle. So all of their security personnel, all of the clothing allowances, because they get thousands of dollars worth of money for clothing allowance. I think I read in an article, Megan's clothing allowance, 6 million a year. Okay, 6 million a year. That's right, Kel, because I did read that. I think he gives both families 6 million a year. But 6 million ain't nothing when you're sitting on $28 million. And some of the monies that they make, I guess it's a certain type of, I don't want to call it a grant, but it's almost like, I think they have what is called a prime minister, which is equivalent to our president. If you guys know, and I'm wrong, I don't have no problem being corrected. But I believe, because I think for a while, Margaret Thatcher, public fund. Kel, thank you for being in here, boo, because honey, you get me on track, because I read that. They have like a public fund. So basically, all them folks in England are paying taxes. And when they pay taxes into that fund, Sally, you're right. Why are there still monarchies? Why? Why? It doesn't make any sense. I just feel like this. Have your money, enjoy the fruits of your labor, and realize that all of that stuff was from centuries and centuries and centuries ago. This is 2020. So, Megan, her husband, and me and my husband called the little baby the little brother, because if he ain't the cutest, that's the cutest little red-haired thing. He's so cute. He's so cute. Actually, Prince Harry looked like he might have a little brother in him, because he's a little fuzzy, furry top at the top too. But I just wish Archie. Well, now why they do that? Why? Does anybody in the chat know his whole entire name? No, seriously, Sally, I'm sorry. If you look at the baby looks more like Megan to me. He got that cute little fuzzy curly hair that's not yet red hair. And let me tell you something about a redhead. Call me crazy, but I've always been crazy about redheads. I think redheads are amazing. And considering the fact they're very limited in supply, it's not a lot of redheads, you guys. Read on it. I mean, as a high school student, that was something I did too. I love redheads. Yes, I love them. I think they are so unique. And then don't mess around and have the freckles to go with it. I'd be like, y'all are so cute. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know, but I know what looks good to me. And I think they're beautiful people. I really, really do. But I just don't know. I don't know what's going to come out of it. I know that basically they were saying that, I got you laughing. Why? You know what, Kel? Let me tell you something. I always have people cracking up in my lives because I speak my whole entire mind. And if my girl, what is her name? Dawn Smith come in here. If I have you weak, you wait until Dawn Smith come in here. I have, you know what? Keep it real all the time. Keeping it real, we'll lose y'all. Don't pay nothing. We got pups and dogs here, and they think they own the whole street. They hear the car drive up, they want whoop whoop. You know, they want to. And that one right there is a little old shih and just barking like he just guard dog for the whole neighborhood. So just never mind them. They okay. But I always keep it 100% real because I believe that's the only way to be. Not everybody can handle it. A lot of people think that I'm a know-it-all. I'm not. I don't know everything. I'm steady learning and want to learn something new every single day. Every minute, every millisecond of the day. Hence one of the reasons I look at a lot of news. Not gory news, because I don't care to hear about that. I read a lot of magazines. I read the internet so I can be up on the up and up. You know what? Being real is better than being fake. And as long as you're living and learning. Right. And let me tell you something, Sally. I had a picture that I found on Pinterest. And you know what it said? And this is basically my husband's saying, regardless of your age. I'm sorry, I got to be real. My kids, and I have four. I had three, carried three, but I have a beautiful bonus baby. And they'll tell you, Mama, gon' keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real even if it hurts your feelings. I'm not gonna tell you that that dress looked good on you if your gut then flapped over the belt. I'm not. Because there is something out there in the stores for every one of us to look good in. Because all of us have our own look and we all have individual purpose. Even if you are an identical twin, you, sweetheart, have your own look. Yeah, they know. My son sent me something through Instagram and it was some old silly mess. I looked at that mess, I went, don't say, and send him a text message. I know your birthday tomorrow, and I know you're probably smelling yourself because you're going to be 28, but don't send me no mess like that no more. Don't put that on my timeline. Don't send it to me in email. Don't do that. Yes, that's how me and Darlene connected. She says that she loves being real, and she loves real people. I mean, why get on here and be fake? Why? That's just like before I got on here, someone had asked me to do a reaction video, and I'm trying to come away from them. At one time, I was doing them all the time. I don't want my channel to be about reactions all the time. That's not what I'm about. But I had to do this one. So it will be a reaction video that will be uploaded within 20 minutes after this live is over. I promise you that much. And I was real in there. Yeah, and some people, I don't know, when you're doing reaction videos, people in the reaction sector feel like you got the tea, I got the tea, I was the first one to get the tea, I dropped it first. I know I ain't no real reactor. Because I don't care if I drop it first, second, third, or last. I don't care. Just as long as I drop it. Because like I tell everybody, just because you dropped it first, boo-boo kitty, don't mean that the people. You about to start your live? Well, Kel, thank you so much. I'm going to look for you and see if you're on when I get off. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You be blessed, sweetie. So, I have to keep it real. I have to. Y'all, do me a favor when you guys get a chance. Oh my God. What was it? Oh, that's her name. Her name is Kel, Kel. Her channel name, Too Cute. If it ain't cheap, I ain't buying it. Y'all, go and check out her channel. Her channel, she goes to thrift stores and secondhand stores, and she finds amazing things, and then she revamps them. She also does tablescapes. Y'all, go check out her page. Talented lady. Very talented. So I do like to give credit and props where they are due, because I believe that if you do that, God will bless you. So keeping it real always, always, always. I know, honey, like I told somebody before, I know I couldn't have been no royal nothing. Even though I was walking around trying to think I was Lady Di, because even, you know, when I was Lady Di's little sister, when I was in the 12th grade, you know, when you get your little moments and you get to acting, and at least I did. I told y'all I keep it real. I ain't finna sit up here and say, no, I never did that. Yes, I did. I used to think, you know, doing all this and stuff. And, you know, when you sit at the table and, you know, your little thumb go up with your tea, all kinds of stuff. And when I used to do that, my mama used to tell me, she said, you ain't gonna never be no royal nothing, because they'd kill you because of that mouth. They wouldn't even let you in their family because of that mouth. And it wasn't that I was being disrespectful, but that I was always keeping it real. I don't think I would have even been able to go through the training with the queen. Because I would have been like, do you know, for some reason, I think you forgot that it's 2019. See, I would have been doing that. And that queen would have been like, y'all go on and make her get up out of here. She doing too much. But yeah, y'all, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen with them, but I do pray the best for them. They did say that the queen had surfaced out into the public, and they said that she was looking all starchy, because she looked, her she don't know how to act. The queen don't know how to, she don't know how to act like ain't nothing wrong when she going through something. You know what I mean? She can't play poker. That's what people used to always tell me. I don't think they don't tell me that no more, but people used to always tell me you wouldn't be able to play poker because I guess I guess what that means is that they know your hand by the facial expression. Now you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing unless I tell you. And I'm surely not going to tell you a lot. I'm not. I hope you guys enjoyed my video from last night with me and Jax, me and my babe. That's really what I call him, is my babe. We had so much fun doing that video. And like I was telling Kamali, you guys are so wonderful in your comments and in all the things you said about us as a couple. We cannot be anything but us. And I'm telling you, that was 100% us. The way I looked at him all googly eyed is the way I look at him all googly eyed 24/7. Now, there are some times when me and him have, in marriage life and in relationships in general, there are some times that you have situations where, things kind of change, but he is my rock. He really is. When, and like I always tell everybody, you really enjoyed, oh, Trina, I'm so happy you did. Crazy thing about it, I think about my ex-husband. I'm like, you know what? Would I have been able to do one of the, no, that clown wouldn't have been, he wouldn't even been able to sit still. He was so, we got married when we were younger. Now I'm all settled and settled and content and happy. I ain't got no babies running around. Not that I wouldn't mind, because if my grandbabies wanted to be around me, all up on my head, all on my neck, grandma, while I'm doing the live, you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, they could. Grandma, yeah, they could. That's how crazy I am about my grandbabies. Yes, hunty. I love children. I love children. If you've seen on my community tab, you may have noticed there's a little baby that she don't even need to be adopted because she got a mama and a daddy that takes excellent care of her. She is a brand ambassador for several of the kitty brands. She models clothes, but her name is Hermes Penelope, and she is on Instagram. And I am a virtual auntie. And honey, I say that proudly because, honey, Hermes Penelope, that is the prettiest little fat, chunky Michelin roll baby that I have seen in a very long time. She actually, my grandbaby, my granddaughter was a Michelin baby, and so was my grandson. But oh, that little baby's so cute. She is so adorable. But let me peek at these. Oh, that's what I want to tell you. I got some notes down here, y'all. I didn't remember everything. So back to this Meghan and Harry thing. You know what else I read? I read that what Meghan and Harry are doing, and you guys, please, please, please jump in there, okay? I read that they are fleeing the racism. From what I can understand, Meghan has been experiencing a lot of racism within the household, within the family, with the family members, within the townspeople. So they say basically they're fleeing the racism by coming here. Now, from what I read, the plan is they are looking to move to Canada and Southern California. So LA and California. I'm sorry, LA, which is in California, Los Angeles, California, and Canada, because she is originally from Canada. So, you know what? The one thing I have to say about this, though, I applaud them. Could y'all imagine being under that veil and then just looking at each other, in the bed and saying, oh, honey, pillow talk, y'all know. She's one of the most known. Right, Sally. You're right. She probably the only one of color in that house. And I cannot imagine that. I couldn't imagine that. Not, it would be one thing if I had to work in it, and that would be hard too, I think, for me. Um, I'll get to that in a minute because I'll get to that in a minute. But in close quarters, you know what I mean? I think it would be kind of hard for me in close quarters because I, as you guys know, am a talker. Um, I like to verbalize my feelings and things. I have no problem speaking in front of a camera. Um, I worked for many years in Napa, California. If you know anything about Napa, Napa is full of vineyards. There are wine vineyards all throughout Napa. And Napa is not huge, y'all. It's not. It's like that big, okay? But a beautiful place. The people that live there are predominantly Caucasian. So when I moved back to California from Virginia, I worked in Napa, okay? And this was when I first left my ex-husband. I left him twice. You know, when you have kids with somebody, you kind of want to make things work. But after a while, as I got older and I started seeing things weren't changing, I had to go. I had to go. Best thing I ever did in my life. Best thing I ever did in my life for myself, and best thing I ever did in my life for my children. If somebody is going through that, boo boo kitty, just go. Go. Pack your bags and go. That's what I did. 3,000 miles away. And God made a way out of no way. And here I stand, probably 20, no, not that long. Here I stand about 14 years later. You have to do what's best for you and your children. First and foremost. First and foremost. Them babies matter. They are number one. Kids don't ask to be here, and because they don't ask to be here, no. And there's a good possibility, shoot, it could have been that they was up in there and that poor little baby was being treated different. We don't know. We really don't. But I ended up working in Napa. The first job I got in Napa, I was working for a home and garden company. And basically what they did is they sold racks, you know, wine racks. They sold things that people can have in their businesses to display their magazines, but it was made with wrought iron. You know what I mean? That wrought iron and galvanized things, you know, fancy stuff, right? I worked there. And when I got the job, after being a stay-at-home mother for many years, I've always had, it's really strange. I was shy coming up, but I've always been educated enough to carry a conversation with anybody. Y'all, I can do it. I don't meet a stranger anywhere I go. I do not meet a stranger. People just walk up to me in Walmart, just be talking to me. I remember when I had my curly hair, when I first cut my hair real short, and this lady gonna walk up to me, and baby, I don't know what she said. She was speaking Spanish. And I guess she thought I was Cuban. And she was just, I mean, but basically when I narrowed it all down, she was asking me, hi, Violet, welcome. She was asking me about, are you Sally? That's a good quality to have. It really is. My husband thinks differently, but I think it's a good quality to have because you tend to break the ice a lot. A lot of times people don't understand me, and most of the time I don't understand myself, but I think it's a gift. I really do. I believe it's a gift. So I go and I fill out the application. And at that time, you didn't go on the internet to look for a job. Those jobs were in the paper, you know. And I said, okay, well, they need someone who is going to set up their new accounts. I ain't set up a new account. The last I worked was Kmart. I was working as a working at Kmart, Rayleigh's, and what's the other one? Target. And I worked in customer service. So I've always dealt with customers. So because I dealt with customers that were like, well, we want you to be responsible for setting up our new accounts. All I had to do is answer the phone. When people set up new accounts, they transfer them to me. I'd set up the account. I'd get all the paperwork together, get all of their applications and everything for their account, account, business license, all that. And then I would forward it to the credit manager just to make sure if they wanted a line of credit. You guys, I excelled so well in that company, but I experienced a lot of hate. I, at that time, was the only brown girl. Well, there was two of us, but I was the only brown girl. But I lasted there 3 years, and then I went to another company in Napa, and the same thing. To make a long story short, you can go somewhere and just do your very best. Just be who you are. I mean, if you're one who is really loudmouthed and likes to have a really good time, ain't nothing wrong with that. But there is a time and a place for everything. So I couldn't imagine being in, you know, a household with only a set group of people. And even though, you know, I wonder with them being, what is it? Is it the Sussex? I wonder, even though they lived in their own little cottage or whatever you want to call it, I'm quite sure there were certain things that they had to do, because from what I can understand, I think is it on Christmas morning, everybody has to go to the Queen's house and have breakfast. Thank you, Sally. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you, and have yourself a good night as well. I enjoyed you. Bye-bye. So, I wonder if you know, while they're there, I wonder if, I mean, if they're telling them they can't eat seafood, they're probably telling them what they can bring in their house. They're probably telling them, they tell them what they can wear. They tell them what they can eat. I just couldn't, y'all, I couldn't do it. I know good and well I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So what Meghan and Harry did is this Christmas, they spent time away from the royal family. They spent time in Canada. From what I read on the internet, they wanted to spend time in Canada. They also wanted to spend some time for the holiday in California, where Meghan's mother lives. So one of the reasons they say that they will be getting a house here in California is because Meghan and Harry, want to be able to spend time with Meghan's mother. That's only right. So you think because you're the royal family and you're the one with all the money that the baby just supposed to be a Britain citizen because you say so? I don't think so. And it seems to me, by looking at the marriage and reading other things, that Meghan and her mother have a really good relationship. And considering the fact Meghan, I believe, has a brother or sister, or a brother and sister, and then she has a father, and there's some issues with her and her father. You got to have, everybody has to have somebody. You know, even though she has her husband, she has to have a feeling of family of her own, on her own. You know what I mean? So you know what I do? I commend them. I commend them because like I said, I couldn't imagine being in bed, you know, looking, saying, they pay our bills, and I got a little money, you know, and I got a little money saved up. I'm so silly. I got a little money saved up, but what we gonna do? Because I can't do this, you know. I'm quite sure she had great pull over him. I mean, come on, y'all. Meghan, it would be a World War III if they tried to tell me. You know what? Kamali, honey, mine live in Georgia. And baby, cold as it is right now, and I do know how to swim, I would swim to her. So I know exactly what you mean. And that's a good subject. I'm quite sure they probably tell them that, because there are things, I mean, their calendar, y'all, their calendar is set up, you know, well. 2020 is already set up, well on. It had been set up for the longest. There are certain areas and certain countries that they go to every single year at certain times throughout the year, like clockwork, you know. So I just, no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And then, you know, who's to say that they didn't tell them, you know, she can't come. Speaking of her mother, I forgot her name. I wrote it down and left it in the room, but I forgot her mother's name. But, you know, there's a good possibility they told Harry, you know, she can't come, you know, she can't be coming down here like that. You know, that's not protocol, because everything they do is on protocol. Everything they do is on protocol. I mean, think of it. You or I, if we have grandchildren, would probably expect to be able to see our grandchildren at any time. Maybe the mother would send them to us when they are older, like my mother did. My mother sent us to Alabama, me and my older sister, every year. Every year from the time I believe we were maybe 7 and 8. Every year we went to Alabama, and we did that for years. Um, but could you imagine being, you know, being a grandmother? I mean, that's just like me. My daughter, she lives in Texas, and it is me and my children are like this, y'all. We're like this. We have always been like this. With the separation of me and her dad separating, I remember the day that I told me and my children, I said, you know what? Always love your father, no matter who he is, no matter what it is he does. I will not say anything bad to you about your father. I will allow you to find out and know who he is on your own. And that's exactly what I did. But I told my babies, I said, when we leave here, realize Kamali, you crazy. You sound like Dawn. She say, starting with hello, you are not my majesty. That's what I said too. I don't know if you were in here earlier, but I said, honey, they would have took me up out of there. They would have took me up out of there when they told me you're gonna have to go to a class and learn how to cross your legs. You're gonna have to bow down to the queen. Bow down to who? I ain't bowing down to no queen. No, no, no. I'm not. No. Like I said, that prune face lady, no ma'am. And no pun intended. She do got a prune face. She need to get that need to go to somebody else. That lady too old. She didn't have, I think, y'all, I believe they said that lady didn't held that position for over 70 years. 70 years. If you look at the pictures of her, when she got that crown, that lady was in her 20s. So, and she 90 something now. Seriously. Had this big old crown this big off her head in her 20s. But unfortunately, that's how it is. People think, and I'm going to say this because it's how I feel, that money is everything. Money is not everything. It's not. We need money to eat. We need money to pay our bills. We need money to do, but we don't need money to control people. That's what they're doing. They are controlling people with the power of money. And let me tell you something about old redhead boy. Harry didn't always been a rebel. Before he got with Meghan, Harry was going with some gals. Y'all, them girls that he was going with was pole dancers, honey. So basically, when he got Meghan, they were like, okay, even though she a brown girl, we gonna see what goes on. I'm surprised they even let him marry. I'm for real, because she's a divorcee. So I'm surprised they even allow that. But like I told you guys at the beginning, I done read so much stuff about the royal family because me and Lady Di, Lady Di was my auntie. I was her little sister. So, and I did not laugh. I'm serious. That was my girl. Y'all, if my hair could have did that, I would have had it back then. But I had a Jerry curl, unfortunately. But I just don't. That's why she fled. And when she fled, she probably, no, money isn't everything. Can't even save your life, no matter how. Right, Darlene? No matter how much you have, it can't save your life. And guess what? Guess what's happening? This is the one thing I want to say. When you bleeding out, you can have $1 million in your pocket. You still gonna bleed out. That $1 million ain't gonna save you from bleeding out at all. So even though money helps us to have the things we want, and it definitely helps us to have the things we need, it is not everything. I used to tell my little sister all the time, Cassie Trina, you know, she was grounded to say, Harry is so much like Diana. That other one, William, I think he's a cutie pie. I've always thought he was a cutie pie, but he's more like his father. And I think the reason he's more like his father, I believe he's seen the rebel in Harry. And I believe he wanted to make a difference. He wanted to make a difference because he wanted to make sure when it came time for that title, that he was going to be up there, even though, I mean, my husband and I have looked at the stuff and the pictures of them and the pictures of their children and how they go in rank. And it's crazy how they even, like, okay, for instance, it's the queen. And then after the queen is, okay, so it's the queen. And then after the queen is Charles, right? And then after Charles is, what's his name? William. And then after William is Harry. But y'all, in between there, William ain't nothing but a follower because he want that title, boo. He is a follower. You're exactly right. He want that title. But in between there, in between all that Harry and William and all that, there's some gals up in there. But guess what? Them boys are going to get that title. The only reason that queen got that title, I believe, I don't think that queen had a brother. Because we, my husband and I, we've seen pictures. I was like, well, who is these little kids? They little girls. And you don't hear nothing about them. Because in addition to it being a monarchy, what is it? They want to keep their name going on and on. And Sally, I think her channel, you guys check her out. I think it's Chatting with Sally, S-A-L-I, Chatting with Sally. Sally was saying early when we first got in here, she was saying that she doesn't understand why monarchies are still relevant today. And me either, because all of that mess, that was centuries and centuries ago. But the reason they are still relevant, the money. The money talks. Money talks. And if you think about Britain, I don't know about y'all, I've never been to Britain, would love to go, but I've never been to Britain. And every time I see it, it seems to be very clean. I'm quite sure that they do have some areas that are shabby and unclean, but baby, they keep that place clean. And I don't know, you guys, honestly, a lot of times I think every one of us probably has had a dream, or I thought, if I ever became a millionaire, or if I ever became this. You know what, y'all? This is so crazy, but I gotta say this. And no, I ain't finna say I don't want to be a millionaire. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I've always prayed to God. I have always prayed to God, because people used to tell me all the time, with your mindset, you are going to be a millionaire because you're driven. You want to do what's right. You want to work for what it is that you want. And I do, always. But I've always prayed to the Lord. If that's your plan for me, I graciously accept your plan. I do. However, if it's going to change me, I don't need it. It is going to change you. It is going to change you. I mean, if you had millions of dollars, yes, that would change you. With the person that I am, because I'm always so giving, the very first thing I would have to do if I were to fall into $1 million, because that's the only way that I'm going to get it. If I was to fall into it, I would have to get a financial advisor. That'd be the first thing. Now, people say, well, I want to give to the church and I want to do this. I need a financial advisor. That's the first thing. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I believe if I were to come and fall into some money, if I didn't get a financial advisor to tell me and lead me and guide me in investing and making my money work for me so that I could have money as I get older. If I didn't do that, y'all, I'd probably be broke in a year. Kelly Norville. Kelly Norville. Norville. Kelly, are you from LA? Why does your name sound familiar to me? Now it could sound familiar because your name, I mean, I see, Kelly, I see you. Welcome. Welcome, 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 darling. I've seen your name in my comments, and you and I have chatted. You're from New York City. Okay, I know somebody with the same exact name as you. Yeah, I remember me and you were talking on last week. Welcome, darling. But yeah, I tell you, I'm speaking the truth. I know me. But as I was saying about my little sister, baby, let me tell you all about my little sister. She's a piece of work, and I'm not gonna say anything bad, but my little sister is a bingo player, and y'all, I play bingo too sometimes. But I don't play bingo like my little sister. My little sister will. There was something that happened one time at bingo, and I'm gonna just show you what I wouldn't do. So they were playing bingo, and somebody had bingo. Well, at this particular bingo parlor, they also play. Did I just say bingo parlor? Hall. They actually play those little bitty cards. May have 3 numbers, may have 2 numbers in a free, or they may have 1, 16. Let me see. What is it? 23, 46. You know what I'm saying? The number, bingo, all of the 15 lines, but as you go down, it's 1 through, not 1 through 10, but 1, 16, 43, something, something, 10, 61, that. Okay? Not 10, but 61. So anyway, they were playing like what they call lines, or horse races, where they call the balls, and as they call the balls are just coming up, and they're B12, O65. Y'all can tell I play bingo, huh? M35, And as they call all those numbers, whichever one comes out first is the one that wins the line. Y'all, there was this lady that was there. She was very rude to us. Very rude. But I think it was just her personality. It was just who she was. And one thing I'm not going to do is try to waste my time try to change people. I'm not. I'm not put here on the earth to try to change you. You need to want to be changed for yourself and recognize that you even need to change. So this lady is asking these other people, and she was nasty to them, and so they wasn't helping her. And she didn't dare look at me and my sister. Okay? Now, had she asked me about that game she was playing, I would have helped her. Only because if I didn't know how to play a game, I would want someone to help me. To make a long story short, that lady threw that line in the garbage. It was a $500 line. My little sister asked the people at the bingo hall, did anybody claim their line one? Because I think that was my line. Because remember, she watched the lady throw it in the trash. My sister dug that line one out of that garbage and got paid $500. That's the type of stuff I won't do for money. I'm not going to hurt. Now, the lady probably wasn't even hurt because she didn't know. But it wasn't hers. It wasn't my sister's. These glasses look thick. Y'all, I ain't that blind. I do have to see them words be this big on the chat. So I do have to have them kind of big. But it's just some things I'm not going to do for money. I'm just not. I'm just not. But there was a Christmas picture that came out of the royal family. And guess who wasn't on it? Meghan, Harry, and the baby. Now, one might say, maybe at the time that they took the picture, you guys were in Canada. Why y'all wait so long to take the picture? Y'all knew Christmas was coming. Sorry, y'all, my leg itches every time I come near. Y'all knew Christmas was coming. And y'all also knew that we was going to be out of town. Don't be going and taking no family pictures and excluding. I bet you just how he was feeling. Don't be going and taking no family pictures and excluding me and my wife and my little curly red hair baby with a little fro. Because I'm going to tell y'all something right now. He's going to be a little light-skinned brother. I'm sorry. I'm just letting y'all know. He not going to be dark because they're both fair skinned. But she got a little melanin in her. You can see her melanin. And it looks like to me that little brother going to be the one to shine. Maybe that's why they're trying to get away. You know, like I said, maybe they're trying to flee to racism, because we know that in Britain there is racism. Heck, there's racism everywhere we go. It exists, unfortunately. So I just felt like with the picture, they may have just felt kind of jaded, over that. Um, Maybe they just feel like I'm not, I'm sick of them trying to tell me what to do. And I think when they became engaged, Meghan and Harry became engaged, remember she had a, what was it called? I want to say she had a vlog, and I think it was called, I've seen it early. Maybe it was called The Sly, SLY. I may be wrong. But she had all kinds of ads, promotions, and things that went on there. Meghan was making her money before she married him, and she was doing very well, making her money before she married him. I believe that when they got married, and I may be wrong, but I believe when they got married, this was the plan. I believe they said, we're going to get married. We are going to have a baby, because when they get married, they have to have a baby within their first year. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but they have to have a baby within the first year, preferably a baby boy, so that the name can continue on and on. But I believe this is something that has been planned and in the working for a long, long time. I also believe that Meghan and Harry have really good hearts. I mean, a lot of the royal family members go to different parts of the country and serve in the country. And it's so sad. Honey, Trina, girl, what they gonna do when Jesus come back? Honey, to be honest with you, half of them don't even believe it coming back. They don't even believe it. And that's the sad part. They don't even believe it. I'd be darned if I go and bust hell wide open because I don't like you because you a different color, or I mistreat you because of something you did to me. The hardest thing for me, because some of you guys was in my chat last night, and the hardest thing for me is for me to be, I don't think anybody in this chat, of the 7 of us, including myself, can raise your hand and say, me, I like to be mistreated. Me, oh God, yes it is. Keep it over for that word. Darlene, you crazy, but you telling the truth. Right. They shouldn't have did that, because that photo, they knew that photo was going to be taken. Why were they not told? Why were they not told? So now they got a big Christmas photo, but the brown people ain't in it. That's wrong. And I don't care what nobody say. I think that William has a pretty wife. Kate is very pretty. But she don't do nothing when it comes to Meghan, because Meghan is a beautiful girl. Meghan is a beautiful girl. She's very pretty. Her dress was very classy. And I think this one I even read about her dress. Do you know that she may not even be able to take her dress? She may not even be able to take her clothes. These are things that she may not even be able to take. And they probably just want to be away. They probably ain't worried about taking that stuff. She probably got her own clothes in Canada. She got, like I said, I'm quite sure the money that they have paid them, I'm sure they haven't spent up all their money. If you get a certain amount of money allotted to you, I guess, is it $6 million a year? Are y'all serious? $6 million? Girl, do you know how much money? I have a whole bunch left over. I have a whole bunch of them because the one thing I'm gonna tell y'all about me, I don't like to drive. I didn't start driving until I got a lot older, and so driving isn't my thing. So I wouldn't have no plethora of cars. No, it'd be one, just one. And guess what? I ain't talking about no Tesla. I go ahead and give me a SUV, Hyundai. I don't have to have a BMW, although those are rather nice. A BMW SUV, cause honey, I'm a hippie girl. I need me to have some room, okay? And I definitely need room in the back for the bags because I'm going shopping. Okay, I'm gonna go shopping with $6 million a year. Yes, definitely. But I wish them the best. I just feel so bad that this is an issue now. They're even talking about um, cause listen to me sounding all ghetto, because Harry is because they both are royalty wherever they move, whether it be Canada, whether it be California, wherever they move, they have to have security. Prince Charles, pays for the security. So, will he be paying for the security when they leave? Probably not. And that's going to be expensive because the way it works out with their security, them folks can't go to the bathroom by themselves. I mean, they ain't going in the bathroom with them, but those folks have to be with them all the time. See, that would get on my nerves. I'd be like, don't y'all have something to do? Why are you looking at me eating my peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Can you please go? That's what I would be saying. I mean, because sometimes I need to have Darlene. So let's just talk about this for a little bit. And the horrible mouth, probably all of us used to have. And some of us may still have it. Okay? I don't have a horrible mouth now. However, I can still say things that are kind of choppy. You know what I mean? That can be somewhat of offensive. A lot of times, it's not my intent, but I need to let you know where I'm coming from. And I think with me, a lot of time, the reason I do that is because in the past, I was hushed mouth and didn't say what it is I wanted to say. And now when I'm an adult and free and able to say what it is that I want to say, I need to make sure that you hear it. So that's how I am. Like we were saying early in the chat, people, they were saying, you're so real. I don't know any other way to be. I, I just don't. I don't know any other way to be. The way that I'm acting, the way that I'm speaking to you guys, the way that I'm looking at you guys, the way that I'm tearing my face up, because I do that quite a bit. Be looking like, what? Huh? Brutally honest. That's what I always say, Kamali. Brutally. I am. And I don't do it to down anybody. That's not my intent. But if I came to you being fake, if I came to you being funny, if I came to you guys talking about, so what we're going to do is we're going to sit here and we're going to discuss, Makeup Markle, y'all be looking at me like, if she don't get somewhere and go sit down, we know that's not her. It's not me. By the way, once we close out of this live, I have a reaction video coming up within about 15 to 20 minutes because I still got to do some finishing touches on it. And it's the one about my jazzy life. I usually don't even do them on her, but you talking about you want to go and you looking for you a house, huh? Ain't it the prettiest thing? Tell me that I don't look cute in that dress. Tell me that that thing make me look like I got a trunk in the back. Please tell me. Tell me if I got a boogie in my nose. Tell me. Don't have me walking around going and be smiling up in somebody's face with spinach on the side of it stuck in the front of my mouth. Tell me. You know? I remember being at work. They'd be like, what? Why you? I'd be like, you got a booger in your nose. You know, because sometimes you can't even be passive with some people. Some people you can't. You just have to tell people. Be kind. I have been in church and seen 3X, 4X. I'll be like this. Boo boo. Look, I'd be like this, right at her ear. I'm, I'm not feeling on you, but I'm sticking your tag in because you don't want your tag hanging out. I would want someone to do it to me. If I got a piece of hair sticking up, I got a say I got a wig on, and y'all know my hair curly, and I got this flowing straight hair, and I got some curls sticking out on the side. Please don't look at me and let me think I'm looking cute with a curl sticking out with my straight hair. Carol, your curl hanging out. Let me know, because guess what? I'm gonna let you know, not to put you on blast, and I'm gonna do it in a classy way. I'm not gonna be like, hey, Kamali, girl, you need to. I would never do that. I have a soft spot in my heart for Jasmine. See, okay. So let's talk about that really quick. I don't know if you guys seen that message just go up. Kamali said that she has a soft spot for Jasmine, and God gave that to her about 2 weeks ago. Let me tell you guys something about the three moms. Okay. I'm going to talk really quick about all of them. So we're going to start with Olivia. If you've seen my video, Olivia has, and I don't call her Liv. Her name is Olivia Webb. And I love it when I say it. Olivia has always been my girl. She's one of the first families that I started watching when I started YouTube. I loved her realness. I loved her babies. I loved her. But she got kind of pompous and big-headed. And when she got like that, I said, I can't support this. Go ahead, Kamali. How you gonna share it? What do you mean share, honey? This right here? The live? Of course you can, if that's what you mean. Mm-hmm. So, and you know what? Anything, you guys, that I put on social media, on my page, anything is always able to be shared. If I didn't want it shared, I would only invite a select few, and it would be a private video for us. So thank you. I appreciate the fact that you asked, but anything, if I put it out there, you can share it. So I hope that's what Kamali is talking about. I'm going to be looking. You tell us. Go ahead and tell me. And I'm going to be saying it as I'm reading it. So, because they go by really quick, you guys. Go ahead, Kamali, you're fine. That's how quiet it is. Babe! Oh, I need my drink. They all have a soft part in your heart. Lady B, that's beautiful. Because they need that. I mean, literally, I got goosebumps. I ain't gonna cry today. I'm gonna be a big girl. Because I was once them. Because I was once them at one time. Yes. Yes, indeed. I can relate to some of them and some of their situations, but not all of them. Kamali, yes, ma'am. You can share what God has placed before you, honey. Please, please do. Yep, I want to hear this. Because I know God can change. God can change people. I know He can. And then after that, if you guys want to, after she shares hers, you guys definitely can. Ooh, these glasses. I got a smudge. You guys definitely can chime in and share whatever it is. 2 weeks ago, my sister and husband. Oh, Jesus, I'm so sorry. 2 weeks ago, her sister and husband were killed in a car accident in India. Mm, mm, mm. My God. Mm. Oh, Lord have mercy. That right there hit me deep. Ooh, because I got a boatload of siblings everywhere. Yes, they all do have a soft spot in my heart, but someone needed to tell these these two ladies the truth about real life. They are old enough to know. Right. Trina, you're so sweet. You're right, Darlene. You are right. And I'm the one to tell them. Let me shut up. So while Kamali is doing that really quick, what I'm watching, I do have a video coming out after this live. Okay, and so at that point, I became the single parent to 5 small babies. Oh, ages 5 and under. My daughter and her 4 babies, and 3 months, 15 months, and I believe 3 years. Oh, did you guys hear that? She got all them kids. She got all of her sister's children. And I think she said 3 months, 3 years, 15 months. So basically, Kamali got an instant family because her sister lost her life a couple of weeks in India. Oh my Lord Jesus. Bless the baby's heart. See, and I'm sorry, I'm putting my head down because I pray and every morning, and I am writing her name down because I need to add her in my prayer list. That right there, oh Jesus. We don't typically understand why God does the things or allows the things to happen that he allows it. But I tell everybody, I don't care who you are, Jeremiah 29:11 is for you. It's for all of us. For God knows the plans that he has for our life. And they are good and not of evil, but to bring us all to an expected end. What is that expected end? We don't know. But God knows the plans that he has for our life. Wow. Kamali, you're still telling us some stuff, honey? Oh my goodness. Bless her heart. So not only is Kamali having to still deal with the situation with grief and trying to make sure everything is in place, she's having to deal with her grief as well as the grief of the babies who are too young to even understand where their mother or father is. I think she did say sister and brother. Wow, that's so sad. She's 34 and a college professor and not far from being tenured. I'm traumatized. Kamali, I know that you are. I know that you are. And oh my God. I wish the very best for you. I don't even, okay, I've had to take a leave of absence and I'm going to have to place my career on hold until the baby's, ooh, she had to take a leave of absence and place her own career on hold, and she is a professor, so that the kids can be taken care mentally and physically. God bless you and keep you. Yes, Darlene. And Darlene said that she is praying for her. Darlene actually, your sister and her husband. Okay. Darlene also said that she is a widow. Her husband passed last year and she has 4 children. I believe that's what I see. Kamali, let me tell you something. You don't know how to do this, but you serve a God who can show you how to do it, and he will walk you through it. You are doing what he had planned for you to do. Trust and believe. I met Kamali, you guys, just through YouTube and conversating on YouTube. And sweet-spirited. Oh, my God. And very intelligent, might I add. I mean, hey, a professor. So, and not cocky. I can tell by even when she types that she's educated, but not cocky. Hey, ladies, just wanted to stop in and send you some love. Carol and Saucy crew. Sammy, I love you. Shall not prosper. And Trina, y'all, is a prayer warrior. Trina remind me of me. That's me right there. But Kamali, you don't know how you're going to do it. Just like I didn't know, and probably a lot of other people that are in the live didn't know how they were going to do stuff. Thank you, everyone. She said, oh, bless your heart. I had no idea, but I will tell you this much. God knows the plans that he has for you. that kind of sound cliche. And a lot of times people are like, are you kidding me? And I'm going through this. He knows what he's doing, honey. He knows what he's doing. And I would say to you, just don't worry. Just trust God. Trust God. Because even when the road looks like it's ending, God definitely, he knows what he's doing. It's just like, it seems like my loving your hair, sis. I enjoy I'm sorry, enjoy the rest of your night. I have to put my babies to bed. Lord knows I'm ready for some me time. And you deserve it. Good night, Sammy. Put them babies to bed and get you some me time, girl. Um, I'm, you know, I met Sammy on yesterday's live, and y'all, hilarious. Was clowning somebody up in this live acting a donkey. But Kamali, you are gosh, you're a blessing. And I understand wholeheartedly what you're saying about having a soft spot. And I'm quite sure that that soft spot was already there. I don't think that what has happened has caused you to have a soft spot. I think that soft spot was already there. Just do yourself a favor and let God do his job. Just do what he has called you to do in this season. You never know what's going to happen. It's true. There we go. Romans 8:28. All things work out for the good of those that love God, who have been called according to his purpose, baby. That is Romans 8:28. And all things work out. All things work together for the good who have been called. And guess what? You've been called. You've been called, number one, because you answered. But you've been called because that was your sister and her husband. And there's no one else to do it. You're the one that God has tasked to do that. And you're probably like in your private time wondering how you're going to do it. You're going to get through it. You are. You're going to get through it. I remember when I became a single parent and when my children were young, my ex-husband was in the military. And a lot of times I was married, but a lot of times I felt like a single parent anyway, because when we left California and moved to Virginia, he became a, what do they call it? East Coast asset. That's what they called it, an East Coast asset. Basically, what they were saying is once you go over to the East Coast, we own you. He was out to sea every 16 days. So I literally raised my babies in a state 3,000 miles away from my family. I knew no one but the few friends that I made. And I was younger, so I was kind of guarded then. A lot has happened now because I'm older, but I was kind of guarded then and lonely. And so a lot of times I had to do a lot of things on my own, and I had many, many nights of crying, not really understanding why God even had me in that place. But I always, even now, I always go back to Jeremiah 29:11. He knows your name. And with that being said, Kamali, because he knows your name, he knows the plans. He knew all this was going to happen. He knew all this was going to happen. We just didn't know. You just didn't know. But he will bring you through. He will bring you out. You don't know a way, but God does. God does. I always say this too. God does, God can, and God will. That's it. He does, he can, and he will. So you be encouraged. What I was saying about, and you guys, if I can ask a favor of my little few people here with the Saucy crew, if I can ask a favor, if you are a prayer warrior, if you believe in the one and only true living God, okay, I ask that you would pray for Kamali and her family. Pray that God would strengthen her and that she would be encouraged and that God would give her the answers that she needs. I knew you were secure financially. So she wants mental and physical healing and being able to get acclimated into this transition, this sudden transition, because that's hard. I believe, Kamali, what don't you only have like one daughter? And I think your daughter is older, a teenager, a young teenager. I think that's what you said. So that's hard. That's really hard. And so if you guys, and I got a lot of prayer warriors in here, please pray for her. Pray that she would be strengthened, and just that she would be strengthened. All of the babies except the 3 months old require intense counsel. Oh boy. I thought you be still and know that I am God. Yes, Kelly. Mm. Oh, you know what, Kamali, you just got my heart. I thought I seen a 3 month old baby. I thought you said 3 months. Oh my goodness. Lord, comfort her and help her. Help her, Lord Jesus, to understand your ways. And I will be praying for you. I'm telling you, look, I'm not playing. When I say God has your back, be still and you will hear him. Yes, yes, yes indeed. You know, and it's so weird. No, it's not weird, but it's just, we get on the live. Y'all, excuse me, I have to get a cough drop because it's scratchy throat. We get on the line. My sister and her husband maintained a violent relationships, so the babies only know love is violent. Oh, so we want to pray that the babies will be able to adjust. That the babies will be able to adjust. And if you guys know, I don't know if you guys realize, Kamali said her sister it was her sister and her sister's husband in India. So it was her sister and brother-in-law, and I think it's 3 or 4 kids. Kamali, I believe I think you told me, Kamali, you are African American. Did you say Punjabi Indian? I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Um, and I've never seen a picture of her, but I know she is gorgeous. Okay, that's a beautiful mix. So just really, you guys, let's just pray for her. Keep her lifted up. Just an example. Wow. I pray that her mind be clear. Yes, Trina, alert, bright, intelligent, stable, and peaceful. Praying clarity of mind so that you will be able to think straight at all times. Yes. And in saying that, Trina, and praying that prayer for Kamali, that I'm mixed. Her mom is Punjabi Indian. Oh, bless your heart. So now we understand why, and her father is African American. Okay. I thought I remembered. That is me. I remember my people, honey. You got when I say on my in the circle, when I say on my coming on here, and my thing, and it goes dun 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 dun, and then the flowers go up, and I say you are respected, you are treated, you are prayed for and loved. It's no lie. I do it. If I ask you for your name and I put you in my prayer book, I will pray. I went to bed last night, correction. I went to bed this morning at 2 a.m. Okay? Just a lot of things is going on. So I finally managed to go to sleep. And then I was editing this video. And when I went to sleep, you guys, I always lose my train of thought. When I went to sleep, oh, got it. See, God is so good. I woke up. And I woke up at 5:45. So I guess I went to sleep at 2:20 and woke up at 5:45. I get up on a 6 a.m. call, and I pray. And one call is associated with the church that I used to go to in the city I used to live in. I don't even go to the church. However, I still pray out on that prayer call. Ain't telling y'all this so y'all can go, oh, that's so sweet. Nope, I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you, I do. When I say I'm going to pray for you, Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Yes. And you guys know what? All of this encouragement, all of this love and stuff that we are given to Kamali. See, Carol, that's why we said don't. Trina, don't start. Don't start today. You hear me? Kamali, I don't know if you were in here yesterday. I had a breakdown. I had a breakdown, a real breakdown. I was on my live crying. And I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm shutting it down. I'm through with Carol's Daily Sauce. I'm through with Carol's Daily Sauce underscore on Instagram. Carol's Daily Sauce 2 on Instagram. I'm just through. Facebook, all of it through. Because somebody made a fictitious business under Carol's Daily Sauce in the city I live in, indicated that, indicating that I sold wigs, makeup, and all these services. I don't sell wigs. I don't have a business. No. I bake cakes, but I don't sell wigs. I won't. And so basically what happened is I was just bothered yesterday, and everybody was like, don't leave, don't leave. And when I had it all together. I had my big girl drawers on, Kamali. They was on and they was tight. Honey, Sheila E said, where's Sheila? I don't even see Sheila tonight. Sheila E said, let's flood her with love. And when I tell you, they flooded me with comment after comment after comment, and I just was pouring. And then all of a sudden it was all over, and here I am back today. So I won't leave my channel, and I won't leave my channel because of y'all. Y'all are the reason I'm not going to leave the channel. Y'all are the reason that I do this, because honestly, you guys, I never even imagined. People have always told me, your voice is very soothing. I love to hear you talk. You know, I like the way you see things. And so I've gotten those type of compliments and things like that, and I always appreciate it. But thank God, bless you. Oh, you're so sweet, Trina. And so I've always gotten that, but I never in a million years thought that I would have 1,088 people on a social media platform. I do not understand how one is able to think of doing such. You mean when you say that, think of doing such as far as starting a channel? It's cruel. Okay. Oh, this is the thing about it though, Kamali. You see me, I'm at home. I got my little blinged up earrings on. I ain't went nowhere today. But her got her face on, right? Girl, the wigs they had on that site looked like clown wigs. The eyelashes had these little things that was hanging on the side. I was like, it didn't even sound like me. My phone number was put on there. That's what they said last night. You're such a beautiful soul. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really, really do. I appreciate that. That's the intent. I want to be a beautiful soul to everybody that I meet. I do. I know I'm not Jesus. I could never be as good as he. Ever. Not even a little bit. But the Word of God tells us to be Christ-like. So I can try very, very hard through prayer and supplication, continuing to stay on that straight and narrow path to do what it is that he had. Honey, them wigs was hurting. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all, because I got my other phone. I gotta send this phone. I gotta clear this phone out. But because I got a new one. This is my X Max, y'all. I'm so mad. I love this one. This is my rose gold one. And the one that I have now is the 11. This one has a lot of memory on it. This one I have now has a wonderful camera, but it doesn't have that much memory. And I have a camera, you guys, but for some reason, I like to film on my phone. Kamali, God will get you through this, but you have to just believe. My mom passed away 8 years ago and she had to get custody of her 2 brothers, I think, and that's all I got. You know what? And you know what, Darlene, she will. She will. I think what, and don't, honey, please don't think, Darlene, don't think that I'm making light of this. I'm just, we just conversating. She'll get through it. Kamali, from what I know her on here, Kamali is strong. She'll get through it. I think it's probably just mentally and physically draining because, like I said, Kamali's daughter is older, not old, but she's older than those babies. She's able to do things on her own. But when you have like what, a 13, 14-year old, and then on Tuesday, and then Thursday, you wake up and you got a 15-month-old, a 3-year-old, and a 3-month-old, instant family. I wouldn't know what to do. I I can't even say that I can imagine what you're going through because I can't. But what I can do is pray for you. I can pray that God would give you the strength to do what it is that He's called you to do, because He's called you to do it. Because I believe that if God brings you through it, He gonna wake up. That's scriptural. He said if He brought it to you, He would make it a way of escape. Are you adjusted? Oh boy, wow. Yeah, He did. He said He would make a way of escape. Okay, y'all. Yeah, I just want to show y'all these pictures, and it's crazy. First of all, they have the store open, you guys. The store is open 24 hours. It's open 24 hours, and I asked them to get this thing off of Google, and they told me that they're going to take care of it because this is ridiculous. You can't. And then, I don't know if you guys know it or not, the city I live in, they got hair and wig shops everywhere. This one got the nerve to say, best hair and wig shop in town. It's some people like right around the corner from me that got wig shops that they didn't have for over 30, not wig shops, but beauty supply shops that they didn't have in this area for over 30 years. How I'm going to just come up on the scene and talk about the best one. Okay, now y'all better not laugh, okay? Now look at me. And look at these wigs on this website. Now, y'all know good and well. You know good and well I ain't made that web page. Because if I had done it, honey, they would have been swooped here and flowing back. This ain't me. No way, no how. But I contacted the people and I told them that it's spam. It's not a business. Is fictitious and I want it removed. And they got back in touch with me and they told me that they will be contacting me via the email to remove it offline. Yes, baby, God is my strength and my daughter is mentally delayed and my brother has autism. It hurts sometimes, but God's bigger than any situation in life, honey. He is. Ain't Trina, girl, them y'all know. I mean, I haven't done a video in a long time with me dressing. I usually do it for church. You hollering over there. You know what? I was mad, but them made me offended. Them wigs made me offended. I'm going to show it since it's making you laugh, I'm going to show it to you again. You deserve to see that again, Kamali. That's for you. Girl, look at that. Look at that one with the gray and black. Are you serious? And one of them, this one right here, that one right there, that looked like yarn. Like embroidery yarn. That's how they look. People need to stop. But I don't know who did it. I don't know why they did it. But I believe it might be the works of somebody overseas. And I'm going to tell you why. When they put my number is not on any of my social media accounts. My husband don't play that. Okay? And I don't either. But my husband will lose his mind. So whoever did it put my number on social media. So no, that's not my style. No, ma'am. So it's somebody I know because they know my phone number. You know what I'm saying? Because my number is not on social media, y'all, at all. I don't play that. I don't want people calling me. It's just like, I have, do you think the culprit is someone you know? Maybe. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah. But I contacted them and they said that they have, I guess, an overabundance of tickets. So you mean to tell me y'all got this going on everywhere? But I think it might be somebody, because whoever did, okay, whoever did it, look at the makeup I sell. Y'all, I can't. Oh, here's some more wigs. Mm-hmm. Hotmess.com. Then it said, when they put my phone number, they put +1. And a lot of times when people put +1, that's overseas. You know what I'm saying? Um, and they said it's a mess because they say that I have a lot of reviews and there's not one review on here. My husband was livid. My husband was livid. So, and so was my mother-in-law, because basically what they're saying is I have a business out of this house. And no, I don't. All I do is YouTube. Dollar Tree makeup, yep. Hmm. And the only thing I really wear from Dollar Tree is their lip gloss. Yep, is their lip gloss. Sometimes I wear their body spray, but some, because I'm one of them type, you guys, when I have my shower before I go to bed at night so I can smell good by my husband, I put on my body spray. Um, but yeah, it's gonna, you guys, all of us in this chat, every last one of us, and well, somebody just left, and I think 7 is including me. Uh-oh, 2 people just left. Every one of us that is in this chat is probably going through something. All of us are probably going through something. But I know what the word says. It does tell us this too shall pass. And so, Kamali, because you are on my heart, with what you shared, um, I'm going to pray for you. I am. But I do want to say this. I do want to say this about Jasmine. I do. I did, because I had started it. I did do a reaction on her situation. I don't technically look at Jasmine. I don't. Only time I go to my Jazzy Life page is if somebody says, go to her page, she did da 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 da. I want to know what you think about that. That's what happened. Excuse me. I did see that she had said something about she was looking for a home. Okay, she lives in an apartment complex now. She doesn't have a lot of room. And so I shop frequently at the dollar store, but you would not market it out. No, I wouldn't. Mm-mm. I would get some top of the line stuff. So I just don't know the purpose. And, that could really cause a lot of problems. That could cause a lot of problems in our household. I mean, my mother-in-law, because I call her my mother-in-law, you know, this is her house. Out of respect, I wouldn't do that. I would, and if I had an idea to do it or want to do it, I would have to ask. Out of respect, I would have to ask. So they're going to take care of it. I just have to be patient and let it come into fruition. And just going forward, I need to just change some things. I was thinking about changing my phone number because they have on there that I'm open 24 hours. So that's the reason I've been getting calls all hours of the night. Oh, well, guess what? I have my phone on Do Not Disturb every night when I go to bed at night. Actually, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb every single day. And the only people that are able to get in touch with me, but my phone is always with me, the only people that are able to get in touch with me are my mommy, my sister, and my brothers, my children. You know, it, and folks don't even think about that. It could negatively, it could never negatively, it could do a lot of negatives. You know, people don't think about that, but people are so small-minded. People don't look at the big picture of things. They only look at the small things. Oh, if I do this, this might do, da 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 da. But this is the crazy thing about it. Whoever did it wasn't smart because they used my email. They used my email, and when they used my email, the thing came to my email. I thought it was spam, so I never looked at it. So what I did is I with the income being turned. If they were to get it, it could. But the thing about it is, I don't even know how they would ever be able to get my social security number. I don't know. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just a crazy situation. But the thing about it is, I remember most things, okay? And I didn't do that. Number one, I wouldn't put them raggedy pictures. Number two, I wouldn't have put the verbiage. It's not even my verbiage. And number three, when I went to go back and log in, it's my store. But I can't log in a website because I didn't do it. So what I did is I changed the password and went in and tried to take everything out, but it wouldn't allow me. So I contacted Google and I contacted the people and told them encryption. Contacted and told the people that I'd like it removed because it is fictitious. So it's water under the bridge. I just can't wait. And I sent them 3 emails today. And the lady sent me this last one. She was like, we understand that you have some concerns, but please rest assured that we will be taking care of this. We have not forgotten about you. They sent it to me twice. Because once start putting some salt and stuff on my name, I need to fix it up. I need to make a wrong that somebody made right. You know, I need to make a wrong right. That's what I meant to say. But y'all, let me tell y'all this about Jasmine really, really quick. The video is going to go up, but the person said that they wanted me to do the reaction. And this person has probably only gotten in touch with me 2 times. I'm not sure if you guys know it or not, but it's her baby's father. They're not even legally married. They've been together, I guess, since middle school. And so, and if Dominique is in here, if I call that girl Dominique one more time, Dominique is her name. If you're in here and I say something, Dominique, and it's not right, please correct me, honey, because Dominique knows, okay? So, and some of y'all might even know as well. But anyway, she has 4 children, a set of twins, boy and a girl, Ava and Aiden, gorgeous. If they got kids, I'm looking at them. I love them, but she and them kids, I couldn't. The kids were okay, but the way she yells at them online and just me, it's not I can't view her. So on a regular basis. So anyway, I did the reaction, and basically all I'm saying is she's looking for a home because she has a apartment, okay? The apartment that she lives in, I believe it's only a 2-bedroom apartment because I see her bedroom and I see the babies in a crib, sharing the crib, and then the other 2 kids. It may be a 3, but I believe it's only a 2. And so she's looking for a home. Her mother is supposed to help her sign the lease so that her income can be boosted and she could qualify, which is very kind of her mother. But if I were Jasmine, I would not be on social media saying that, because these folks will call CPS on you. These people will call the law on you. These people will check your public records. I don't know if you guys knew it or not. When Olivia got married, people was looking at her public records, wanting to prove her wrong, and several times I've done reactions on these ladies and stuff like that, but never really wanted to prove them wrong. My intent has always been the hope that they would hear something that I say and that it would change their opinions, their thoughts on how they do things. So this particular one is the same thing. The issue I have, and the reason I decided to go ahead and do the video, had nothing to do with her children. It does, however, have to do with the fact that she's looking for a house after she said that Philip was getting out of jail. And if Philip is getting out of jail and you intend, whether he is your baby's father or not, on letting someone who is a convicted child predator, offender, whatever, shame on you. So that's what the video is about. And I stand by that. I love y'all to pieces. Every last one of you guys that are still in here. But I don't play when it comes to children. You have to protect your children from their parents at times. And somebody that I heard earlier said that, oh my goodness, y'all, my battery's about to go low, so I'm not going to be on here too much longer. Someone said that, what did they say? They said, oh, you don't have to worry about him with his children, but you might have to worry about the children he hang around. Let me tell you something. A sexual offender don't care about sexually offending his kids. He's not going to say, that's my child, so I'm not going to sexually offend them. A sexual offender looks to satisfy his own self. Period, point blank, end of story. And I don't care what nobody say. I know it. You know how I know it? Nope, I'm not a sexual offender. Never had to register as a sexual offender. Thank you, Jesus. That's not my testimony. My testimony is that I am a survivor. Yes, ma'am. I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. Yes, I am. And I am delivered, set free from it. So I can say it. There were years and years and years and years and years of my life. You too, darling. Bless your heart. Years of my life where I couldn't even talk about it without busting out in tears. It affected my first marriage. All kinds of things can happen when you are children and victims of sexual abuse. So I cannot commend anybody thinking to get a house. Now, she never said that she was getting a house so that Philip can move in. We're just assuming. But why would you all of a sudden want a house now? Granted, she does need space. She does. She needs space. Some babies need to be able to run around because some babies are full of energy, especially that little boy. Aiden, he's so cute. Them kids love to move around and they deserve to move around freely. So she needs a home. But baby girl, please don't. And this is exactly what I said. Don't move him in there. He don't deserve to be in your household with you and your children. If you want, she wants help. She wants help and she deserves help because she's had to raise her children by herself. But if she wants them to have a relationship with their dad, it needs to be supervised because he is a sexual offender. That's all the part I'm going to say about it. Y'all are, she said, if he needed somewhere to stay. Are you serious, Darlene? If he needed somewhere to stay, he could come and stay with her because that's her help. Thank God for Jesus, Trina. Are you kidding me, Darlene? See, Jasmine, but you know what? I don't want to say too much because then I'm telling y'all my video, but please, y'all, make sure y'all, yep, it is. See, and I went off a few bits and pieces. I don't give her a lot of my time. I don't give her a lot of my watch time because it's foolery. And I have a heart for her when she went and was saying that, when she went and said that she was having a breakdown, you know, because she had, I can relate to her. I've been there before, but it's some things that you have to do. I know that Jasmine uses YouTube as her income. I know that. And I know she needs a break because single parenting is hard. It is. I recently learned to feel something. That's what I'm saying. Kamali, you know. That's what, look at my video. Look at my video on it. I'm going to upload it when I get off this live in a few minutes. She going to mess around. Whew, she gonna mess around and let that man in her house. And I'm telling you, when them authorities come in there, she gonna lose her kids. And that's what I said. Don't you allow nobody to cause you to lose your children. I know you need help, baby girl. I know it. But don't do that. And one thing I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm sure you guys all will agree in this live, Jasmine loves her children. She loves her children, but she's tired. She needs a break. She does need a break. Oh my Lord, I don't know. I hope the best for her as well. She'll probably come at me because Jasmine, one of them types, when people do reaction videos on her, Jasmine will come at the reactor. I don't care. I don't care. Put me on Lipstick Alley. I ain't going on there to read it. I am not playing. Y'all can give me what I'm going, you know, y'all can do that. I don't care. I know who I am. I will definitely view it. I could draft it. I know. Dissertation on Spanish. I know what you mean. Yeah, I feel I feel really bad for her, just like I did for Chrissy. I want the very best for all of them, regardless of the decisions they've made, because all of us have had situations that we've been in where we didn't make those decisions that were the best for us. All of us have. Ain't none of us perfect. So I'm not indicating that by any means. But honey, if it was me and it was my children, and I said children, sure did, he wouldn't come. You know what he'd say? He'd be doing this. Hi, how y'all doing? I see y'all when the people get it together. Yeah, you wouldn't be with my kids. Do you know Jasmine has great potential but lacks guidance? Exactly. Jasmine has a degree. She has a BA degree. I forgot what it's saying. She has a BA degree. So I don't know what Ma Dukes is doing. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she feel like, hey, look, I done raised her. You know, I'm just trying to feel better on my own, because Ma Dukes has some issues and things that, she's going through. So physical ailments and things like that. So I don't know. I just wish, like I said, I wish the best for all of them. Yeah, it is content. And, a lot of people chew them out. A lot of people call them out of their names. I ain't doing it. I'm not going to call them out of their names. I did one video like that where I called them stupid. And I could not sleep that night. Because that's called God dealing with you. Yeah. For saying something, about somebody. I mean, we're going to have our opinions and our things that we want to say, and then we have to repent. But I'm not going to keep on putting videos and videos. Math and, oh, wow. And look at you, See, math, girl. She got a degree in math. Okay? And what is it called? Kini. I can never pronounce that. But that's is it dance or exercise or something like that? Wow. She does. She also has some deals where they're now sending her wigs and paying her. She's a brand ambassador for a couple of wig brands. Chrissy helped her with that. So she has, you're right. You're right. She does have potential. But one of the issues I believe that Jasmine has is worrying about what these folks on YouTube say about her. She gonna have to just, girl, when I first got on here, I was sensitive, and I was like, oh, well, if I'm nice, they're gonna be nice. It don't matter whether you're nice or not. They're gonna be ugly if they want to be ugly, and they're gonna be nice if they want to be nice. If it's in them, it's gonna come out. Whatever is within them is gonna come out in their comments. So I've just made up my mind. I'm not hard up on interaction and I'm monetized, you guys. She's a phenomenal. Yes, she is a great editor, film editor. She is. That is the one thing I noticed about her when I first started, because I used to watch her with my daughter. But I forgot what I was going to say, y'all. Something about, no, I don't think was it about Jasmine? I don't know, y'all. Sometimes I'll be just blabbing and can't even remember, but hopefully it works out. Hopefully everything works out. And I never knew of I thought when you were arrested for that, that they would put you in a halfway house. I know in California, you end up going in halfway houses and you have to live there for a certain period of time. You can go and come at a certain period of time. I mean, why would you go to jail, get out of jail, and be free to do the same thing that you went to jail for? That doesn't make sense. Where's the rehabilitation? There is none. You know what I'm saying? But jails and stuff are so overcrowded. She could. She could definitely easily land a motion picture editor's position. She could. I, so I'm going to tell you something. When I first started YouTube, I used to look at Jasmine's videos with my daughter. And I used to be like, how does she do that? And my daughter was like, well, she has an Apple phone, but I think she has like a Mac Pro. I know a lot of people that got Mac Pros, but they don't edit them videos like Jasmine does. Jasmine knows what she's doing. She does. Chrissy too, and Olivia. They all know how to edit, but I think that Jasmine edits a lot better. Chrissy is wonderful in making videos. Did y'all see that video when she did that review on that hair, and it looked like a video that you would see on BET or something. She did awesome. I had to bite my tongue and just go to her and her Instagram, and I went, I done reaction videos on you, but when I tell you that video that you just did was a bomb, it was a bomb. I'm not too big to say that. I'm not too big to admit my wrongs. It's just like I did the video on Liv's life. And when I did the video on, well, Living with the Webbs, when I did the video on her about them getting married, I was laying down, you guys, and I just decided to do the reaction video. Yeah, the music video she did was really, really good, Chrissy. So I did the reaction video on Liv's wedding. And when I did it, I just spoke my truth of how I felt. Y'all, I fell asleep and woke up. And when I woke up, guess what she said? Liv posted in my comments, thank you, Carol. Everything you said was true, 100% true. And I believe she remembers me from when I used to watch her before, because I used to always go on her lives. I used to always comment, because when you have those people who always interact, literally, some of my people who are my subscribers, some of them don't have pictures on their profile, but I recognize their name. And I honestly feel like I have an individual personal relationship with each and every one of my loyal subscribers. Like, that's how I knew Kamali. That's how I know Darlene. That's how I know Trina Reynolds. That's how I know, Lord, I don't want to mess up this baby's name, Setter Tarina Harris, but she's also family. But that's how I know, let me see who else, Don Smith. That's how I know Kelly Norvell. That's how I know. See, it's certain ones. Please, y'all, don't get mad if I left you out, because I know you too. I just can't remember all of the names. But when I see those names, I can associate something that I have discussed with you in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are a part of me, and I have y'all in my heart. And because I have you in my heart, I know who you are. You know what I mean? With that being said, love bugs, I'm going to go ahead and get off, because I would hate to be talking to all of you beautiful people and the phone just cut off abruptly. But I do want to say this before I end this live. Kamali, I am praying that you will have a peaceful rest tonight, and that God will comfort you and give you the strength that it is you need to go about your upcoming days. It is going to get better before it gets worse. I love you, love you, love you, Kamali, and I love you, love you, love you, everybody else. I'll talk to each and every one of you real, real soon. The hope is that I will feel well enough every single day to do a live because y'all come to my lives. You guys, I'm getting my watch time in my lives. I'm getting my watch time in my lives. Yes, you guys look at my videos, but I never imagined that I could talk to y'all for 2 hours and you guys would listen. Are you kidding me? I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you all real soon. And I'll probably be back. Have a blessed night, Carol. More blessings come this year in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you so much, Trina. Thank you so much, Kamali. Thank you so much to everybody that's in here. Kamali, I'm praying for you, dear heart. I am praying for you. The one thing I want you to do for me and for those beautiful babies is just make sure you eat. Make sure that you take that time that you get, the little time that you get for Kamali, and just take that time to have your bath when you, or your private time, or that cup of coffee or tea. Take that time and don't feel guilty in doing it. We are all praying for you, and we love you. Bye bye, you guys. Y'all be blessed. Okay, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye bye.